Did you know that most people think staying perpetually active is the secret to aging gracefully? But what if I told you that reducing your pace might actually be more vital for your well-being after 70? Our modern culture constantly urges us to keep moving, to remain busy, and never slow down. Yet, emerging research is revealing something unexpected, insights that could completely change how you experience your later years. I'm about to share 3 straightforward practices that have transformed lives across America, including Margaret's story, which truly touched my heart. These aren't your run-of-the-mill aging tips. They're profound insights that few discuss. And the third one may be exactly what you've been looking for. Before we dive in, please share your city in the comments below. I'd love to know where you're watching from. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more life-changing insights. Let me tell you about something that completely shifted my perspective. I was recently at a community center in Chicago and met David, a 75-year-old former marathon runner. He confessed, "I spent my whole life believing that more movement equaled better health. Now I know better." David used to pride himself on being the most active person at his retirement community. Morning runs, afternoon tennis, evening walks, always on the move. Yet, despite his constant activity, he was always exhausted, his joints ached, and surprisingly, his blood pressure was on the rise. Then, after a minor injury forced him to slow down, David discovered what he calls his golden formula, the art of mindful rest. And it's not about doing absolutely nothing. Rather, it's about engaging in less activity, but with greater intention. Dr. Sarah Johnson, who spent 2 decades researching aging at the Mayo Clinic, recently found that older adults who incorporate strategic rest periods actually experience better health outcomes than those who remain relentlessly active. She explains that after 70, your body needs extra time to recover. It's not laziness, it's wisdom. So what does mindful rest look like? David now begins his day with what he terms morning mindful moments. Instead of immediately diving into his daily activities, he spends 15 minutes sitting quietly on his porch, savoring his coffee and simply watching the world wake up. "I used to think this was wasting time," he chuckles. "But now I know it's what fuels my entire day." Throughout his day, he incorporates what experts call strategic rest periods. These aren't the same as taking a nap. A short nap can be refreshing, but they are intentional pauses between tasks. It might be spending 10 minutes sitting after running errands or taking a deep breath before beginning a new activity, much like pressing the reset button on your energy levels. Since adopting this mindful rest practice, David's sleep has improved, his blood pressure has normalized, and he finds he has more energy for the activities he truly enjoys. "I still play tennis," he says, "but now I play better because I'm well rested." Let's try a quick exercise together. Take a deep breath with me now. Close your eyes if you're comfortable, and feel how your body settles into your chair or couch. Notice the sensation of simply being still. This brief pause isn't doing nothing. It's providing your body and mind with the reset they need. Remember, rest isn't the enemy of activity, it actually enables meaningful activity. When you're well rested, everything becomes easier, your movements are sharper, your mind clearer, and you genuinely enjoy what you do instead of just pushing through. Dr. Johnson's research even shows that people practicing mindful rest report a 40% boost in daily energy levels, along with improved balance, sharper cognitive function, and stronger social bonds. When you're not exhausted, you're fully present in every moment. So why not try this approach tomorrow morning? Before you jump into your day, take just 5 minutes to sit quietly. Don't plan anything, just be. Notice how that small pause transforms your morning. This is your first step into mastering the art of mindful rest. As David puts it, "I'm not doing less with my life. I'm living more by doing less." Now let's explore another surprising connection. Slowing down can lead you to find joy in the smallest things. You start noticing details you might have missed. Let me share Linda's story from Denver. Linda was once a high-powered executive, always chasing after the next big achievement. Even after retiring at 73, she kept filling her schedule with grand plans and activities. "I used to believe that only big, spectacular moments could bring fulfillment." But Linda gently laughed and said, "I couldn't have been more wrong." Everything changed for her when she began a modest garden on her patio. A few pots of herbs and flowers, nothing extravagant. Initially, she doubted its impact, thinking it was too simple to matter. Yet, each morning while watering her plants, she began to truly notice the way the sunlight danced on dewdrops, the subtle shifts in the leaves, and the gentle sway of the plants in the morning breeze. It was as if she had discovered a whole new world right in her own backyard. These small, everyday moments, what Linda calls her happiness anchors, filled her with a joy she'd never known during her years of chasing larger goals. In fact, research from the Positive Aging Project found that seniors who appreciate simple daily experiences report 60% higher life satisfaction than those always chasing major accomplishments. It turns out it's not the big events that enrich life, but the small, often overlooked moments. Linda suggests 3 ways to capture these moments of joy. First, try what she calls the morning marvel. Each morning, notice one small detail that catches your eye, perhaps the warmth of sunlight on your face, the flavor of your morning coffee, or the sound of birds singing outside your window. Take your time with it. Don't rush. Second, practice sensory moments throughout your day. Pause to truly experience one of your senses. Feel the texture of your favorite sweater, breathe in the fresh air after rain, or listen closely to the gentle hum of your surroundings. These aren't mere observations, they're gateways to joy. Third, create connection spots. Moments that foster connection with either others or yourself. This could be a daily phone call with a friend while you relax in your favorite chair, or a weekly visit to a local coffee shop where you're a familiar face. These small practices can transform your outlook and deepen your relationships. Dr. Robert Lewis at the Center for Aging Studies found that regularly noticing and appreciating small pleasures leads to better memory, a better mood, and even a stronger immune system. Let's try this now. Look around you for one small thing that brings you joy: a cherished photo, a comfortable chair, or the way light falls across your room. Take a moment to appreciate it. Linda now says that her happiest moments aren't the big events she once pursued. They're found in her morning garden ritual, in the taste of freshly grown herbs, and in the friendly greetings from her neighbors. I used to think joy was something to be pursued actively, but now I know it's simply about noticing what's already there. Finally, let's talk about gratitude. I want to take you to a cozy coffee shop in Boston where I met Bob, an 84-year-old who completely reshaped my view on thankfulness. Every morning at 7 o'clock, Bob is at his regular table, quietly sipping his coffee while writing in a small notebook. "Want to know what makes life truly rich?" he asked me one morning, sliding his notebook across the table. Inside, rather than grand plans or bucket lists, were simple notes. Remarks like, "Today's coffee tastes especially good," or "Watch the sunrise." It reminds me how lucky I am to see another day. Bob discovered that life isn't about always looking ahead to the next big thing. Instead, he learned that the true treasure lies in appreciating what you already have. Recent studies show that those who practice gratitude regularly not only enjoy stronger immune systems and better heart health, but they also sleep more soundly. And here's the kicker. It's not about forcing yourself to be thankful for every single thing. It's about simply noticing the little things that bring you joy. Bob's morning ritual is beautifully simple. Before he opens his notebook, he takes 3 slow sips of coffee, and with each sip, he thinks of one thing he's grateful for. It could be something as ordinary as his coffee. I invite you to try an evening gratitude ritual tonight. Before bed, think of 3 tiny moments from your day that made you smile: a ray of sunshine, the comfort of your favorite chair, or a kind word from someone. Just acknowledge them. Bob also practices what he calls gratitude connections. Each time he talks to his children or grandchildren, he mentions one specific thing he appreciates about them, like, "I love how you always call on Sundays," or "Your laugh reminds me of your mother." These specific notes of gratitude have deepened his relationships in remarkable ways. Let's do a quick exercise together. Take a deep breath and think of one person who brings something positive to your day. It might be the friendly mailman or the neighbor who always waves hello. Hold that person in your thoughts for a moment, feeling grateful for their presence. Bob told me that since he began his gratitude practice, he finds more and more things to be thankful for. It's like training your eyes to see treasure. Once you start looking, you'll discover it everywhere. In fact, his coffee shop community has noticed such a change that a small group now meets weekly to share their gratitude moments. They call themselves the Grateful Hearts Club. Bob admits that on some days it's harder to find things to appreciate, but he's learned that even on challenging days, there's usually something, a familiar routine, a kind stranger, or simply the gift of another day to live. As we reach the end of our journey together, remember what we've learned from Margaret, David, Linda, and Bob. Moving less doesn't mean living less. It's about living more deeply, through mindful rest, finding joy in everyday moments, and practicing gratitude. These practices can transform your golden years into truly golden moments. Why not try them for just 1 week? Start with 5 minutes of morning quiet. Take note of one simple joy each day and end with a moment of gratitude. You might be surprised by how different you feel. Share your city in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights on living your best life at any age. I'll see you in the next video.